Bueno, Pamela, muchas gracias por aceptar esta entrevista. Sabemos de lo que se ha vivido en Cabo San Lucas, el tema de Henry, un perrito que se perdió. Gracias por otorgarnos tu tiempo, tu espacio para darnos esta entrevista y contarnos lo que has vivido, este viacrucis de lo que has vivido. Cuéntanos de Henry, ¿dónde lo conociste? ¿De dónde es? ¿Qué tipo de raza? ¿Si es mexicano, canadiense o estadounidense? Cuéntanos un poquito de eso.
Hi, my name is Pamela. I'm from Canada. I rescued Henry on the streets on January 1st, 2023. I found him on the street. He was in the middle of the road. He was covered in hair. He couldn't see. It was all knotted, very rasta. He had poop everywhere and he was covered in fleas. I have a friend who's Mexican who posted on the dog pages that we found a lost dog. Was anybody looking for him? And nobody responded. I took him to the vet. He had diseases. He needed medicine for 1 month. I couldn't find an owner for him, and I kept him. And then I fell in love with him. He's like a poodle, terrier, kind of schnauzery mix. I call him my Mexican street doodle, my lover doodle.
Sabemos que el perrito Henry se perdió de una guardería. ¿Por qué decide Pamela llevárselo a esa guardería? ¿Y cuál era el motivo? ¿Salías de viaje? Cuéntale un poquito a los sanluqueños por qué escoger esa guardería.
I had a big flood in my house. I had water everywhere and there was mold. Henry suffered from separation anxiety when I left him. We had a very, very close connection. When I left him, he scratched the door. I was staying at my neighbor's house while my house was being renovated. I needed help. I had been suggested to take him to a daycare. I brought him to Dog's Holiday Daycare. I asked to see behind the scenes, but they wouldn't let me. They showed me the garden. I thought it seemed safe enough. I was very desperate to have some help with Henry.
Pamela, ¿ya le habías llevado antes a Henry a esa guardería?
I took Henry for the first time to the daycare on August 16th. It was just for a few hours. The second time I brought him back was on the 19th. When I asked on the 16th how many staff they had working at a time, they told me they had 5 staff members. I told them that Henry might be a little bit nervous for his first time and he needs to have a lot of human attention. Henry loves all dogs and all people. He is very sweet. So the second time I took him was on the 19th, and that was the day that he went missing. I sent them a message at 1. I dropped him off at 10:30 in the morning. I sent him a message at 1 o'clock asking if Henry was okay. They read the message on WhatsApp, but they didn't respond. And then at 3 o'clock, I sent them another message saying, "Can you let me know my dog is okay?" And they didn't respond. And then at 4 o'clock, they sent me a message. I was on my way to the daycare when I got the message, and it said, "Hey, we have a problem with Henry. He jumped a fence and he ran around the front, and we opened the door and he didn't let himself get caught." It's absolutely impossible for Henry to have escaped where they said. There's no way out of the back. It's all concrete. It's too high of a drop. I went to the businesses behind and I looked with drones. But we know he escaped because we have him on video running on Libertad Street. They chased him on a motorcycle. We have him on video at 12:34 in the afternoon. And I have another video at 3:22 in the afternoon at the same location as him running. Henry ran away around 12:15. They never called me. They just texted me at 4. I arrived at the daycare at 4:30.
Pamela, ¿qué argumentos le dan los de la guardería o los dueños o encargados sobre lo que pasó de Henry?
The owner of the place tried to be very empathetic with me. I believe he was more scared about me disclosing the name of his business. He didn't want me to say the name. He said, blaming's not going to help you. He went to Mazatlan on, I believe it was August 21st. Henry ran away on the 19th. He had to go see his son. I didn't want him to go because I felt I needed more help. The owner bought a home printer that printed flyers that were not good enough. They didn't print fast enough. I even found flyers they printed for me without a phone number on it. Okay, I've been trying to clean up the neighborhood with some old flyers, and I'm finding flyers that just say Henry se busca. The owner tried to help me by paying for 2 services. One is Podify, which is a legit service, but they were useless. The other was a fake company where we got scammed 8,000 pesos. He also paid a few people to come and take me around at nighttime to put flyers up. But that was pretty much it. Sorry, he had a drone go out one day after. But other than that, printing some flyers, never on time, never fast enough, never good enough. They all washed away in the rain because the ink was from a home printer. I don't feel the owner did everything to help me. He told me, how dare I compare my lost dog to his son. My dog is my son. I don't have any children.
Si no ha tenido este apoyo ni económico ni moral, pero la campaña ha sido intensa en todo Cabo San Lucas, porque se ha visto así en Cabo San Lucas, toda la gente ha conocido el tema de Henry en diferentes postes, en bancas, en parques. ¿Ha tenido algún tipo de amenaza ante esta intensa campaña por la búsqueda de Henry?
I don't know if I would feel threatened. I want to mention something else before, that the owner refused to put it on his social media. He never put it on his social media page at all. Henry went missing on August 19th. It wasn't until September 5th, the first day, that I really got upset with him, that he finally put a post up. I think he might have put the odd story, but the stories disappear. He never wanted anything concrete on social media. He shared my posts that I put up, but he only has a few friends and followers. He never went to the TV or the news. He felt he did everything to help me, and I don't feel that he did do everything to help me. As far as feeling threatened, I only felt threatened. There was a video that was taken of Henry on his very first day of daycare. The video was sent to me and it didn't download. I didn't see it. I was dealing with the construction workers in my house. The owner sent me the video on August 24th. That was the first time I saw the video. I even told him, thank you for sending me. I never saw the video. So I got upset one night and I posted the video because I felt like that was the only camera footage they had, considering they said they had no live footage. From that night, the owner threatened me to sue me for defamation. He said that I was trying to burn his business down. He said some things that were not nice to me. He also said that he thinks I'm lying and that I have the dog because there was a dog that looked similar. Those were the only times I felt threatened.
La comunidad de Cabo San Lucas ha sido muy participativa. ¿Cómo la ha sentido Pamela? Pamela, ¿cómo ha sentido a la gente de Cabo San Lucas?
I have felt very supported by the community of Cabo. I will forever be grateful to them. The Mexicans in the community, muy amable. Muchas gracias. Pero there have been some bad people. There have been some people that have been not so kind and have sent me some messages that have been not nice. But overall, the community of Mexico and Cabo San Lucas have been very, very kind to me. Muchas gracias.
¿Qué características tiene Henry?
Henry is really sweet. Henry always loved people. He would never bite anybody. He didn't get in fights with dogs. He never really knew how to play because he was, on the street, I think, for a long time. He was tranquil. He never barked if I didn't take him out. He never complained. He really is just the sweetest little dog you've ever met. I think, though, that he was traumatized from the daycare. I think they were not nice to him there, and he didn't want to be there. And when they chased him on the motorcycle, I think that scared him. There's a thing that's called lost dog syndrome. They become like a fox. They don't recognize their name. I've watched videos where dogs have been lost for months, and it takes them a few minutes to even recognize their owners. Henry may not recognize his name right now.
Ya para finalizar, ¿algún mensaje a los sanluqueños que van a continuar en la búsqueda de Henry?
Please help me. I appreciate all the help that I can get. I don't want to lose faith. Tengo que tener fe. It's very hard to hold on. It's almost 3 months right now. It's a really sad story. I was the best mom ever to Henry. I blame myself for taking him to the daycare. I'm just so sad that this happened. I have been running around looking at dogs all over. I think my biggest advice is if you see a dog that looks like Henry, please first check if it's male. Check if it has testicles. Henry has no testicles. He is sterilized. I also know his teeth. I know his teeth will change very much if he's been on the street eating garbage. But I would like to see a picture of his teeth. If you think you see him with a person, maybe talk to them. I just want my dog back. I really feel, I hope from the bottom of my heart that a good person has him and they don't know I'm looking for him. I go out on the streets daily and many people still don't know he's missing. I know it's very viral on the internet, but many people don't know he's missing. Henry is my love, and I just really want to get him back. Thank you for all your support and all your help. Henry means everything to me. I love this boy with all my heart. Like I said before, I never had a connection as strong with a dog as I have with Henry. He is my first smile in the morning. He wakes me up with kisses. He's my reason to get out of bed in the morning. I know life is beautiful and bad things happen, but this is my baby and I can't stop. I need to do everything possible to try to find him. I love him with all my heart.